The Y2K Bug by Virginia Mealy. What do all these dates have in common? They are all days the world was predicted to end. One of the most important is January 1st, 2000, also known as the Y2K Bug. People have been predicting the end of the world since time began. Scientists today are predicting the end millions of years from now. Yet in the late 1900s, people seemed to think that the end was going to come sooner than that. On January 1st, people believed that all computer systems would think that it was 1900 and revert back to that time. Because computer data was very expensive, computer technicians shortened the year into a 2-digit code. For example, 1999 would be 99 in a computer, and when 2000 would finally roll around, the code would be 00. Later did they realize that this could have been a deadly mistake. People believed that the computers would not recognize 00 as 2000, but as 1900. People stockpiled food and took a ton of money out of the bank. Bank interest rates would be thrown off because instead of adding 1 day to the rate, it would subtract 100 years. Power plants also needed the correct date to ensure proper pressure levels. The most at risk, though, might have been airplanes and airports. After all, very few flights took place in 1900. The federal government held hearings to find cost-effective ways to fix the bug.
As everyone in this room knows, we are all competing in a race against time to avert an impending computer catastrophe. Unless it is corrected when we're in the year 2000, computer applications that touch our lives across the world may fail. Amazingly enough, though, despite our best efforts in Congress to educate the private sector on the potential for great operational and fiscal disaster if they are still non-compliant by the year 2000, some companies have yet to address the problem. The deadline is unforgiving.
Representative Constance Mortala, March 20th, 1997.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Except it wasn't. Everyone held their breath as the clock turned from 1999 to 2000. It was 2000, nothing was happening, computers are much smarter than we think. Though there was some radiation equipment fail in Japan, it caused no harm. And in Russia, missiles were thought to be accidentally launched because of the bug, but it turns out they were preset to launch. To avoid this ever happening again, computer programmers changed the year code to a 4-digit code. In the end, the Y2K bug was dismissed as an end-of-world cult. January 19th, 2038. At 3:14 and 8 seconds, the number of seconds will be too great to count on a 32-bit Unix system, and the system might misbehave. It will think it's 1970, which was when the Unix brand started counting seconds, and go back to that time. So be prepared.
We may have avoided the Millennium Bug, but when it comes to our general level of computing awareness, very little seems to have changed since 1999.
Bill Thompson, 10 years after the bug.